However, when the soap fans in question are two of Britain's most dangerous criminals, things can get a lot more heated. It was a scene played out each week at West Yorkshire's notorious HMP Wakefield Jail, known as the Monster Mansion for its highest security prisoners. Inmates Robert Maudsley and Charles Bronson were neighbours in adjacent cells and shared a TV. Bronson's love of Coronation Street and Maudsley's fondness for Emmerdale would often spark rows, Bronson has revealed. The extraordinary insight into life in Britain's toughest prison comes in a new Channel 5 programme, HMP Wakefield, Evil Behind Bars, airing from tomorrow. Fascinating revelations include how Maudsley, who killed 4 people, 3 of them in prison, confessed to his nephew he would do it again if given the chance, and regards his solitary cell as his safe space. It's also claimed Jeremy Bamber, arguably as famous for maintaining his innocence as for the crimes he committed at White House Farm, admitted to a prison guard he was inside for killing 5 members of his family. Bronson now spends his time behind bars creating art. He dreams of living in a cottage in Devon if he is ever released, reveals his son. The underground solitary confinement unit, F-Wing, described as a prison within a prison, is home to the most dangerous criminals who are not allowed to mix with other prisoners or staff. In an exclusive phone call, Bronson recalled how he and Maudsley were once neighbours in the solitary cells. Each separate concrete cage had a 2-inch glass window and outside sat a shared TV. Bronson, 69, who has spent more than 30 of his 46 years behind bars in solitary confinement for staging rooftop protests, attacking staff or taking hostages, said, "But we always used to end up arguing because Bob would want to watch Emmerdale and I'd want to watch Coronation Street and things like that. Bob would want to watch something else and I'd want. And we was arguing all the time." Yet unlike Maudsley and other prisoners on whole life tariffs, Bronson is eligible for parole. His son, George Bambi, is confident that his 7th parole hearing this year in front of judge will be his last. George said, "When he gets out all he wants to do is find a nice little cottage down in Devon near us where we can keep an eye on him, away from the city, all the idiots, these plastic gangsters and all the rest of it. He just wants to do his artwork." He added his father also plans to get 2 dogs and call them Ron and Reg, after his 2 prison friends the Crate Wins. Maudsley's nephew, Gavin Maudsley, also reveals people would be shocked to find out life inside the Perspex cage that houses his uncle, and inspired Silence of the Lambs writer Robert Harris, is not as bad as we are led to believe. His uncle has a daily routine of watching TV, listening to music and playing PlayStation video games. "He could play that 24/7 if he wants, but he doesn't," said Gavin. He goes to bed at 10 p.m. On visiting days, relatives bring his favorite banana drink and sausage rolls and it's all banter and a laugh. Gavin added, "Wakefield used to be his hell but now has settled and comfortable and has treated as a human being. He knows Hess on a whole life tariff and Hess told me he will serve out that sentence to the best of his ability because he knows what he has done is a terrible thing. Hess in his safe space, and that probably sounds crazy to a lot of people as solitary confinement in Wakefield Prison is not a safe place for many people. He told me in a letter, if given a chance, he would kill again. And I believe that." The film also heard how Bamber, who will also die in prison for the murders of his adoptive parents, sister and her 2 children, has launched successive appeals. But Mike O'Hagan, in charge of F-Wing until his retirement, took Bamber down a peg or two when he bragged he was doing Life times 5 when booking him in. He recalled, "I said, Life times 5, who did you kill?" He said, "I killed 5 members of my family." So I looked at him and said, "Oh, think of the money you save at Christmas." The look on his face, his head just dropped. It cut the legs right from under him. That's the Wakefield way. I don't do arrogance. HMP Wakefield, Evil Behind Bars, Channel 5, tomorrow, 9 p.m.